Hey everyone, welcome to Fresh Library YouTube channel. Uh, Today we will learn about tuple data type in Python. Tuple data type in Python. So before proceeding into today's session, let's have an overview of what we have discussed in the last class. What we have discussed in the last class. In the last class, we have discussed about. I'm going to open the edit plus. So byte array data type and list data type. Byte array data type and list data type in Python. So what is the difference between bytes and byte array data type? Byte is an immutable data type and byte array is an mutable data type. Okay, bytes is an mutable data type and byte array is an immutable data type. Okay, and when coming to the list data type, list data type should be enclosed with the square brackets only. Okay, it should be enclosed with the square brackets. Insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. Preserved means what type of data we have given, it will give same kind of output. It will give same kind of output. So it will not modify or it will not change the content of the list. Okay, and heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous means we can give different kinds of data type like string, list, complex, bool, any kind of data we can give as a input. And duplicates are allowed means we can give same kind of data multiple times. Okay, and growable in nature means we can add and delete. Okay, and indexing and slicing are supported. Indexing means uh, it should be uh, started from 0 when we started counting from left side, and it should be started from -1 when if you start counting from right side. Okay, and slicing means taking some part of the string or list or anything. Okay, only if you need only some part of the list or string, then we can go for slicing. And it is a mutable means we can change the input values. So till here we have discussed in the last class. Now uh, in this session we are going to learn about tuple data type. Tuple data type. Okay, without any further delay, let's start our today's session. So tuple is the fourth data type. Tuple data type in Python. Tuple data type in Python. Let's underline this. So what is tuple data type? Tuple data type means these values should be enclosed with parentheses. These tuple data type value should be enclosed with parentheses. So but in list we have to enclose that values with square brackets. Okay, but in tuple we were going to enclose with parentheses. Okay, next for understanding this, let's go into some practical. For now I am opening the ideally to show you in a practical way what is tuple and all. Okay, so here I am taking one tuple value. Okay, here I am going to take one tuple value. So tuple data type t equal to, remember guys, must and should, we need to take parentheses instead of square brackets or flower brackets. We must and should, it has to take in parentheses, then only this type is considered as a tuple, otherwise it can consider as an another data type. Okay, so here t of 20 comma 10 comma 40 comma 30 comma 50. Okay, 20 10 40 30 comma 50, these data we have taken. Now we can ask ideally which data type it is, which data type it is, type of t equal to which data type it's showing, tuple. Okay, which data type it is showing, tuple. Now if you want to print the values of the above tuple, then we must write like print of t. Okay, and here the data which we have given in the earlier, same kind of data it is showing as output without modifications, without any changes. It is showing that same kind of data is giving as its output. So this kind of output can be called as a insertion order is preserved. Same in list also, same feature, and in tuple also we are having same kind of features. Okay, and next uh, let's see whether it is an heterogeneous objects or homogeneous objects allowed, whether it is an heterogeneous objects or homogeneous objects. For understanding this, I am taking one more example. So t equal to, what is heterogeneous? Heterogeneous means it consists of multiple data types like bool, string, integer, float, complex, like that. Okay, so I am here I am going to take one integer, first one, second one float, third one boolean, third one boolean. So I had given three kinds of inputs, but different kinds of data. First one is integer, second one is float, third one is bool. Bool means it consists of only either true or false, either true or false. Let's see. When we press enter, if it's showing any error, then it means that it doesn't allow this kind of data types. But if it is not giving any error, then it is saying that it can allow multiple data types as its input, multiple data types as its input. So it is not showing any error, that means it is allowing multiple data types. Next I want to print a t value. So same value it has given, same value it has given. Okay, next point is we must to know about whether the tuple data type allows duplicate values or not. Okay, whether it will allow duplicate values or not. So for this I am going to take one more input, t equal to, tuple must be in parentheses. So next 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma, again 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay, and one more time we can take, if it is allow, then we can take n number of time. If it not allow, then we can't take. like that. So I'm taking same kind of data 3 times. Okay, that is 10 is reported 3 times, 20 is reported 3 times, and 30 is also reported represented in 3 times. Okay, repeated in 3 times. Now let's see whether it will allow or not. So it is not throwing any error, that means it is allowed. Okay, so that means it can also allow duplicates of values, duplicates of values. And next, whether it is an global nature or not, we must should know whether it is an global in nature or not. Global in nature means we can add and we can remove or delete the values from the tuple. We can add and we can delete the multiple. I mean, we can add and we can remove the some of the data from the tuple. Okay, when if it supports, if it's not support, we can't add and remove the data from the tuple. Okay, let's see whether it will take or not, whether it will allow or not. So on understanding this, I am going to take t dot add. Okay, t dot add of for sorry add of 40. I'm going to add 40 for the above list. If it is so, if it's throw error, then it means that it will not allow. So yeah, it's thrown error. That means that it will not allow to add the another data. Okay, let's we also check by removing some one value from the above tuple. So here t dot remove 10. For example, let us take 10. So it will not allow us to add and remove also. Okay, it will not allow to add, it will not allow to remove. Okay, so global, uh, it is not allowed to, it is not an global in nature, it is not a global in nature. Next, um, when coming to the indexing and slicing, indexing and slicing, let's wait, let's see. I want to know t of 0. Guys, if you are unable to understand this concept, then you must and should go for our previous video. In that video I had tell you about list data type. For list data type I had given some more examples, and I had given briefly about list data type. If you understand the list data type, then only you can understand tuple data type. Okay, if you understand list data type, then only you can understand about tuple data type. For list data type, you can watch our previous video. Of course, these are simple topics only, and I had explained briefly about list data type in previous video. That's why in this video I'm going to somewhat I'm not spending more time in tuple data type, because whoever understand listed data type, then they will also easily understand tuple data type. That's why I'm not spending more time in tuple data type. Okay, t of 0. So see here what he has given error. Let's open ideally freshly. Give me a minute. Yeah, fresh one had taken. So here I'm going to take one more example. For understanding, it's a indexing and slicing. So 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay, and also 40. Okay, let's take 40 also. Next, so here now I want to ask what is the value of t of 0. T of 0. So wait for a moment, guys. Let me finish. Give me a minute. So here, instead of a parenthesis, we must just take a square brackets only. Okay, instead of parenthesis, we must take a parenthesis only. Then only it will give the output. So here t of 0 means 10, t of 1 means 20, t of 30 means t of 0, 1, 2. T of 2 means 30. Okay. I want to take in reverse order. So what I will take here, t of minus 1. T of minus 1 equal to 40. And the same way I want to take t of minus 2. Minus 2. So that is 30. So okay, indexing is supported, and I want to test whether the slicing operator is also supporting or not. Whether the slicing operator is also supporting or not. First of all, what is slicing? Slicing means taking some part from the list or tuple, whatever it may be, taking some part from that list or tuple. So here I am going to take t of 0 is to 4. 0 is to 4 means what it will represent from 10, 20, 30, 40, 0, 1, 2, 3. So here I am going to take only 3. Let's see what it will give. So T of 0 represented 0, 1, 2. 3 means it is a 3, 1. Up to 3 it will show. Okay. So if you want to know about this one also, t 40 also, then you must specify t of 0. I mean, if you like take like that, it will represent whole. Then they we don't need to use slice operator. If you want to represent 40 also, okay. If you give simply t, then it will automatically specify the total ones. They need to use slicing operator. But if you want to take only some part of that tuple, then you must specify slicing operator like this. Okay, so indexing and slicings are supported. And one more thing here. So I want to know whether it will take whether it is allowing to change the values. It will allow us to change the values. So actually t of 0 means 10, right? T of 0 means 10, right? So I want to replace that 10 with any other value. So t of 0 equal to triple three or 22. Let's take 22. If it is allowed, then it will, then that means that it can we can change the values. Actual tuple is immutable data type. Tuple is immutable data type, so it won't allow. Yeah, it is not allowing. Okay, it will not allow to change the values. Next, so it is an immutable data type. It is an immutable data type. Now I want to take the values without any parentheses, then we can understand whether it is allowing or not. So I want to open fresh ideally for understanding that. So here wherever I am taking the input values, then I am specifying that I am giving the parentheses. Okay, I am giving parentheses for the values which I have taken. Now let's try with without using parentheses, whether it will allow or not. Whether it will allow or not. Okay, give me a minute. So here t equal to 10 comma 20 comma 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. So without giving parentheses also it is allowing. Then we can ask a type of t. Type of t. Type of t is tuple only. Without, if you give the values without parentheses also it can allow, and that data type is also consider that as tuple only. Okay, next I want to give this value again with the same values with parentheses. Okay, t equal to in parentheses I'm giving that same kind of values, 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 30 comma 40. Now we can ask type of t. Same tuple only, without parentheses also tuple, with parentheses also tuple. Next I want to give test with by giving single value. I want to test with single value, t equal to in parentheses 10. Whether it will allow or not, it will allow. It will allow. Then we can ask a type of t. Type of t. But here you can observe closely. Here it will represent type of t as a integer. Type of t as a integer. Why? Because in our previous session we have discussed about single value data types and collection value data types. Single value data types are comes under in fundamental data types that are in integer string. uh, okay, so integer data type is an fundamental data type, and it will allow single values. Okay, but in collection data type it will take more number of values. Okay, more collection means more number of values. Okay, so here I had given only single integer, that is 10. That's why it is considering as a integer. It is considering as a integer. But I want to give single value, but in that must be in tuple data type. I want to give single value, but that must be in tuple data type. How we can give? Let's take another example for that. 10 comma 10 comma, then you can ask type of t. It must be tuple type of t. So here I had given only comma, then the data type is changed. Without comma, integer. With comma, tuple. That is the difference between these data type. Okay, if you give comma, then it will consider as a tuple. Without comma, it is considered as an integer. Okay, Okay. I'm going to write the notes for our this session. So here value should be enclosed. Value should be enclosed with parentheses. Parentheses. Value should be enclosed with parentheses, but it is an option, because if you not giving parentheses also, it is consider that as an tuple data type only. But if you want to understand this data type as a tuple, then we can give as give parentheses. Okay, give parentheses. Next one. So we can copy same here. There is a difference between this point and that point. Here square brackets, here parentheses. That's why I have written. So insertion art is preserved, and heterogeneous objects are also allowed, and duplicates are also allowed, and it is in not growable in nature. So we can copy only these three lines. Okay. Next point is changed. That is the difference between list and tuple. Growable in nature is not allowed. Growable in nature is not applicable. In list it is applicable. In tuple it is not applicable. Next. Indexing and slicing are supported. This point is same as for both list and tuple, but it is not. It is a immutable data type. It is immutable, not mutable, immutable. It is an immutable data type. So in this today in this session we have discussed about tuple data type. Common points are insertion order is preserved, heterogeneous objects are allowed, duplicates are allowed. It is not growable in nature, it is not applicable, and indexing and slicing are supported. It is immutable data type. Okay, yeah, that's all for this session. I will come with another topic for the next session. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding this session, you can comment below. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you.